And at the time, there was times when I would come into the arena playing against Texas or UMass, you know, 12 o'clock, noon, and I'd be in a car with two girls that I had no idea their names, and I hadn't slept yet, and I'm doing my last line of cocaine as I'm walking into the arena. And I hadn't ate anything, I haven't done anything, and the last thing I drank was a Budweiser. My junior season, UMass was coming back for revenge at Fresno. I was out the whole night before.
I think it was like a 4 o'clock game. He called me at like 7:30 in the morning. And I know it was high as a kite. And I'm like, you got a game on national television, man, against UMass.
Aaron in the front court, working against Mack. Takes it inside, spins.
And he played great.
Chris had a sensational game, and our arena was rocking. Our fans were really into it.
Big victory here for the Bulldogs tonight over UMass, and a personal win for Chris Harris.
And that happened on a Saturday night. And Monday afternoon, we were in the office, and our compliance guy came up and told me Chris tested positive.
Well, that basically describes Chris Herron's life. I'm Nick Englander from YBA Sports, and today I'm talking about the documentary Unguarded from ESPN Films. It's about a local basketball player named Chris Herron, who was from Fall River. He was nationally recruited by basically every school. He went to Boston College to stay local. However, after that, his career was basically a bunch of almost was. Going to BC, he started, everybody was saying him, Allen Iverson, Felipe Lopez, and Ray Allen were going to bring the Big East back to be the pinnacle of all the big conferences. Now, Herron, in his first game, broke his wrist, and then, about a few months later, was introduced to cocaine. This would lead him on a complete downward spiral, and he left BC. However, he was given a second chance by Fresno State. He went there, was a star there. However, he once again spiraled down the drain again after he got re-addicted to cocaine. He tested positive multiple times. This documentary showed Chris Herron's life in a way of how he spoke to people, how he spoke to local players, how he spoke to high schools, how he spoke to the Army. And it's describing how he's not speaking to kids that haven't, been through this before. He's speaking to kids that have. This is one of the best documentaries that ESPN has made. It was first of all, it's very tragic, and also, I'm only reviewing this really because of the local connection. However, big part of this, of why I thought it was so good, was the fact that it had a lot of, emotion to it. You can kind of feel what he was going through when he was on drugs, and people were from the stands were clamoring him like, hey, you're awful, drug addict, whatever. But I think ESPN did a really good job as usual, and I think this could be in the top 3, maybe with The Best I Never Was and maybe Once Brothers. So for YBA Sports, I'm Nick Englander.